Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz on July 23, 2017, 1:13 a.m. Birmingham. Topic, the eclipse. But I want to go back to the one we had 100 years ago. Tell you what happened on that day. In 1914, we entered our first world war with the Ottoman Empire. And the countries involved in that war was Turkey, Iraq, Syria, part of Arabia, Yemen, the Ukraine, Iran, parts of Germany. We were in a war back then. Again, the Ottoman Empire. And we entered that war on August 1, some say, 1914. But officially, it was August 21, 1914. That was the official day the U.S. entered that war. So August 21, 1914, it ended in 1918, in November. But let me tell you where the eclipse came in. The eclipse came in, it was the first eclipse that we had that was similar to the one we're going to have, not quite like what we're going to have. This is the most important that we'll ever have. It happened, the eclipse was on June 6, 1918. On June 8, 1918, America had its first major casualty in war. That day, 2 days after the eclipse, we lost 5,000 men in battle. 5,000 men on June 8. The eclipse, June 6. It's 1918. So that one, and now comes the second, which is August 21, 2017. And we have another one 7 years from that one. The one 7 years from that one comes at a different angle. It comes from the southeast and goes to the southeast, and it goes to the northeast. I apologize. It comes from the southwest and goes to the northeast. Just kind of slices the country, not much of it. But what state and city does each eclipse, August 21, and then the one 7 years past later, what city will they dissect? St. Louis, Missouri. That city. Only that city. What is in that city? The Mississippi River. That's what's there. I'm calling it, guys. Okay. Mark Biltz, he said this just 22 hours, on July 22nd, hours ago before it turned 23. He said the church needs to be ready for Rosh Hashanah. Okay, and you remember this. This is the Jewish New Year. What is the date of the Jewish New Year? September 20, 2017. 2 days before the king starts to be born. He said, you need to have your Sabbath clothes on. You need to make sure that your lamp has a double portion of oil. He said, that is a date I'm looking for. He said, not specifically that day or an hour, but near that time. So I wanted to run that by you there. Hal Lindsey, and I saw this multiple times, multiple people like Skywatch TV and others, and especially Israeli News Live, they said it. The Pope, we have a God whose mercy is without limits. The Pope said that we have a God whose mercy is without limits. That is so wrong. That is a lie. He also said Jesus is not needed. He said that multiple times, and you all know that. I know you've heard it in the past. He's been saying it from day one. Also from day one, he talked about how he took a bus to work every day, how he rode the bus. He never had a car. He just walked or rode a bus. So you should do the same thing. He's telling us this. He said you should give up your wealth, level the playing field, and everybody ride a bus or something to work every day. Reduce your footprint. In other words, he's plugging the UN in the Al Gore's pet project, global warming. That's where the Pope lies, guys. That's where he is. God is a God without mercy or with no mercy limits, which is untrue. God has limits. I mean, there are limits. The first is, Jesus said it, John 3:16. He also said, no man comes to the Father but by me. He made it clear. No man comes to the Father but by me. The Pope said, that's a lie. You don't need him. He's not the only way to heaven. And we have a God without limits. That's a lie. The limit is you got to know the Lord. You got to at least be reasonable in your way of life. You can't serve the Lord and be having sex with gays every night. You can't do it. You can't do it and do a lot of things. Go out and kill every day. When you accept Christ and you continue the ways that you're going that is really open sinning, and it's bad, he will call you home before you can lose your salvation. I do believe that. But he does have limits, guys. And don't push them, because you'll get caught with your pants down. Okay. We know that there's a lot that needs to occur and come to pass before the second coming. Second coming, Revelation, what, 18 and 19? Because if God did not cut those days short, there would be no flesh left alive. So Christ had to come and stop it. We'll ride behind him out of the heavens on horses. Nothing has to happen before the rapture of the church. It's all done. A lot has to occur before the second coming. And that's going to be put on a fast track, in my opinion, beginning soon. It's already began. I mean, it's been underway for some time. And I want to tell you one more thing. That horse that you will ride back behind the Lord with, that is a pet. That is a gift from God to you. You can ride that horse anywhere. You don't need to hold on. If you think these little contraptions, you get on and lean forward and it goes forward and it keeps you balanced, and it takes 1,000 or 500,000 adjustments per second to keep you balanced, well, that horse will take 1 billion calculations per second. He won't let you fall. You can't fall. That is a gift from God. He's going to give you the horse that you ride with behind Christ when you come back down here to help Christ do away with a final judgment and just let it be done. Not do away with it, but complete it. Guys, be ready, please. Jody Wolf Expoz.